Hello friends of the French Foreign Legion. So in the summer, end of the summer 1987, my company came back from Chad to join the garrison in Conrefali in Calvi. So from this day on I will present to you a series of clips with all different companies of the second rep in the year 1987. But I will start, of course, with a little history of the regiment itself. The Legion's paratroop was set up in the year 1947 in Vietnam and Indochina. And in the beginning there was one company, the company Para of the 3rd REI, under the orders of the young Lieutenant Morin, Jacques Morin. But very soon the officers of the French Foreign Legion saw that the Paras had high value in combat, in all kind of combat warfares. So they set up 3 entire battalions, the 1st, 2nd and 3rd Bataillon Étranger des Parachutistes. And when this was done, the end of the year 1948, the Vietnam War was launched. And there have been heavy fightings, and all the 3 battalions, at least the 1st and the 2nd BAT, has been involved in heavy fightings all along the Blood Street RC4, Route Colonial 4, while the 3rd Bataillon Étranger des Parachutistes stayed in Algeria to provide the fighting troop with men, with weapons, and with the knowledge. Very important. We all know that the Vietnam War ended with a disaster. Firstly, the 1st BAT was completely annihilated, murdered, massacred by the Viet Minh in Coc Sa. It was set up again, and then the 1st and the 2nd BAT has been annihilated in the final fighting, in the Mutter aller Schlachten, I would say in German language, in Dien Bien Phu in May 1954. When the war in Vietnam was over, immediately all paratroopers of the French Foreign Legion moved into another war to Algeria. But it was finished with the battalions. So the battalions, Bataillon Étranger des Parachutistes, was turned to be regiments. So the Legion built up the 1st and the 2nd Régiment Étranger, or Régiment Étranger des Parachutistes. And during all the war in Algeria, these 2 regiments has been involved in heavy fightings, of course. The 1st Rep was involved in the putsch of the generals has been dissolved. So the second rep, deuxième régiment étranger des parachutistes, is the only heritage of all paratroopers of the French Foreign Legion. And when the war was over in Algeria, they moved to take garrison in Bousfer. And the commander of the new second rep was Commandant Caillot. Caillot was one of the first hour of the paratroopers in 1947. And now he wanted to give to the second rep a new character, a new soul. He wanted to inspire a commando soul. So he took links with British SAS to get their knowledge, with United States airborne troops, with German Fallschirmjäger in Schongau. And very quickly he built up a tool with a high combat value for the French army. Deuxième Rep. In 1965 he built the first school of free fall. And then this was followed by the setup of the CRAP, Commando de Recherche Action dans la Profondeur. Today we say CCP. A few years later, 1967, the entire regiment Deuxième Rep moved to his new garrison in the Balagna in Corsica, in Calvi, and took place one unit after each other in Camp Rafali, the legendary Camp Rafali. And since then, the second rep was the firewall, was the quick reaction force of the French Foreign Legion, but not only of the French Foreign Legion, but also of the entire French army. And as Corsica is a country with all futures, with all what a troop needs to be trained and maneuvered, they have high mountains, they have the sea, they have open space to make maneuvers for shooting, a lot of shooting ranges. They built up a quaternary system, what means 4 companies, and within these companies 4 platoons. And all companies has been specialized in one special warfare. Right? My company, the first company of the second rep, was specialized in the night fighting, in urban milieu, in urban built or in built up areas. I have here the crest of the first company. It shows the 2 second rep, the Dragon Danam, synonym that the unit fought in Vietnam once. And then of course the parachute and the owl. Owl is the symbol of the first company, right? The platoons of this company has been led, one by an officer, a young lieutenant, the other ones by a British gentleman, adjutant, a Corse gentleman, and a Croat. I say the word, I pronounce the word not in a very right way, but you know, I know you understand. And the weapons we owned has been once a crossbow. In each platoons you had crossbows to attack sentinels by night in very short distance. We had of course our main weapon, the FAMAS, then the heavy machine gun caliber 50 or 12 and AA-52 caliber 7.62. So finding myself being a member of the first company of the second rep is like find yourself being a sheep among wolves, because all the legionnaires starting up from the bottom onto the top has been in war, they has been in operations. Myself, I came from 2 years French Guiana, and the third REI and the second rep are completely different. But very soon I met the standards because I trained hard and I want to fulfill the standards. I want to meet all those wonderful warriors in the first company as friend, as comrade. Now I propose to you to have a look on one of the clips who was turned in 1987 in Hammelburg in Germany in built-up area warfare. Just small maneuver, just small instructions. And I forget, this time the first company had war dogs. So have a look. And this is the end of this story today. Thanks for your patience. Amitié Légionnaire, Thomas Gast. Bye bye.